Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Hello everybody and welcome to Talladega Super Speedway for the 14th race of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. It's going to be the Geico 500 here. We're going to be racing in the great state of Alabama, the biggest super speedway in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. We're going to be going 47 laps around this 2.67 plate track. It's sure to be a fun one. And we had quite a point shakeup last week after the throwback race in Darlington, South Carolina. Let's take a look at our point standings so far. Alexander Rowe has still the point lead. Sean McKean is only 3 points behind him, though. Henry Guo, 8 points. Aris Yuko, 22 points back. Aaron Hunter, 25 points. Now, the drivers that you see in the yellow square, those are the drivers that are in the danger zone. Those drivers need to do something to make sure that they stay in contention for the championship. As Vincent Crook has been eliminated, those drivers 16th through 21st are on the verge of being eliminated. So Guthrie, Rocha, Basic, Roten, Harrison, and Harry Williams, those drivers on the verge of being eliminated. Henry Guo has the pole for the second week in a row. Sure to be a fun one. Let's take you down trackside now for the command to start engines.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Alright guys, let's go out there and have a good day today. We all go out there and do our job. We're going to have a nice solid finish.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. Let's take a look at our starting lineup for today's Geico 500. Row 1, Henry Guo and Sean McKean. Row 2, Aris Yuko and Logan Williams. Row number 3, the Cooler Sam and Michael Guthrie. Row number 4, we've got Colin Scarborough and Josh Moore. Row 5, Josh Harrison. He's shown some speed on the super speedways, as well as Axel Rocha. Row number 6, Daytona 500 winner Ian McDaniel and R1 Basic. Row 7, Daytona 500 pole sitter Andrew Franzi and Christopher Marnell. Row 8, Harry Williams and Garrett Lamar. Row number 9, Nick Roten, who won at Bermuda, and Ricardo Garcia. Row 10, points leader Alexander Rowe and Aaron Hunter. And rounding out the field, Norris Andrews and Vincent Crook. We're sure to have a great race here today in Talladega. Sure to be a fun one. Henry Guo started on the pole last week at Darlington. He has got his second straight pole, earning the pole for today's race. So interesting that his teammate, Alexander Rowe, is not starting near him. These two DAF drivers, they're specifically very good at super speedways. One of the main focuses in the DAF program. And the 47, he's definitely going to be fast here today. So the 37 had the pole at Bermuda, the last plate track, and Guo now has the pole for this plate race. Pace cars peeled down pit road. You know what they say. The start-finish line isn't where it normally is. It's about 100 yards down on just past the front tri-oval. Henry Guo, Sean McKean getting ready to lead them down to the green flag here at Talladega Superspeedway. Christopher Marnell already tried to jump out and make it 3 wide, and his teammate Garrett Lamar has done so in the back. But it's going to be Guo who jumps out, coming on to the back straightaway, the 47 car, leading currently. Taking the top lane, Aris Yuko's right underneath him. We're potentially going to see that quite a bit as Yuko dives down. They're 4 wide behind them, and the 54 has taken the lead. With these sort of smaller car styles, the Pinty car styles, you're able to see the drivers consistently running 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide as Eris Yuko leads the lap, but here comes the Cooler Sam right underneath him. The 86 takes the lead in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. The Cooler Sam out in front, with Arwen Basic right on his bumper. Now the 86 goes to the bottom of the track. No help near him, as Guo has already been shuffled back towards the back, trying to get near his teammate Alexander Rowe, so then they can try and work up. Well, Rowe is on 4th person on the bottom. Rowe has already made his way up to the top 10, maybe even the top 5, as here comes Aaron Hunter on the bottom, taking the lead away from the Cooler Sam. So Guo potentially has some strategy that they would like to work out, falling down to the back of the pack, trying to save themselves from the hodgepodge that is up front. Coming into the trial, will Aaron Hunter in the 34 for Astolfo Motorsports in the lead. He's currently in the top 5 in the points standings. Definitely one of the... He hasn't really been talked about that much during the season. He's had very consistent finishes. Really hasn't had many DNFs, and he is up there in the points. Top 5 in standings. He is certainly one of the drivers that you may need to look out for as the season winds down. 2 races to go after this one, but this is Talladega. Anything can happen. Only lap 4 as Josh Moore dives to the inside of the 34. He's going to take the lead, try to take the lead, get a run through the trioval, and he does. The 3 of Josh Moore in front here at Talladega. The 3 in the lead. That's a sight some of the fans are used to seeing, but not from the man named Josh Moore in that white, orange, and silver Gatorade machine. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Michael Guthrie now alongside the 3. He's going to take the lead. 5 wide, and oh, Axel Rocha comes down on the 84. They spin back up. Caution comes out. Big crash. Big crash as they were about to come into the trioval, coming out of turns 3 and 4. Hard licks for a few drivers. Hard licks for Aaron Hunter. Garrett Lamar got involved. Ian McDaniel, the 37 of Alexander Rowe, your points leader. We have a caution on lap 5. Let's take a look and see what happened at the replay. So you can see the 84 left the room, left the door open for the 86, and they went just 5 wide. And he just comes down on him, spins, and then the 86 just comes back up the track. The 84 gets ping-ponged around a little bit, and so much smoke from all the drivers. Man, so much smoke in the air, making it very hard for the drivers to get through, making it hard for us to look and see what happened. This is what happened with the Cooler Sam. This is his point of view. He gets spun, just gets back up into it, hits the 37, the 30, or the 30 and the 34. Oh, the 37 runs right into the 34. And then he's going strong. Oh, it looks like the 34 got spun, got hit by someone, maybe Ian McDaniel, and plowed right into the 34 went the Cooler Sam. here's probably one of the best angles that we can see of this accident. So there goes the 34. Spinning through the grass. And then he comes up the track. Oh, into someone. Is that Ian McDaniel? Looks like he goes up into the track into Ian McDaniel. Man, on board with the Cooler Sam. The 84 left the gap. They were already 4 wide. That just makes it 5 wide. Onto the apron they go. And then he just gets shot up the track. Nearly gets turned over there. And doesn't hit anything else. He's able to spin, keeps going. We have drivers sliding across the grass. And then you can kind of see the incident there. The smoke getting in the way of the Cooler Sam's vision. On board with Ian McDaniel is probably one of the better angles that we will see. Lightly taps the 30, and then the 84 gets him on the side. You see the 34 just coming up the track. Boom. Right into him goes Ian McDaniel. And now, it will be interesting to see who pits and who doesn't pit. We're only on lap number 6. And it looks like the 03 of Ricardo Garcia, the 20 of Norris Andrews, 37 of Alexander Rowe, the 30 of Garrett Lamar, and the 26 of Ian McDaniel. They're going to come down pit road. The official drivers that were involved in the accident: Axel Rocha, the Cooler Sam, Garrett Lamar, Henry Guo, Alexander Rowe, Aaron Hunter, Ian McDaniel, the 03 of Ricardo Garcia, and then Norris Andrews also got a tiny piece of it as well. The Cooler Sam has retired from the race, as well as Aaron Hunter, and then the 37 and 30 and 26 of Ian McDaniel and Alexander Rowe. They have also retired from the race after coming down pit road and not being able to solve their issues. Michael Guthrie, he's in the danger zone. That 33 car right there, Michael Guthrie, he is in the danger zone of the points. He needs a good finish today. Maybe a win could be in the cards for this 33 car, the Astolfi Motorsports. But he's got his teammate right behind him, the 54 of Aris Yuko. He's sitting in third. Aris Yuko already has a win, and Yuko is sitting very high on the point standings. Yuko is definitely one of the championship contenders. He has had a strong season all year. And certainly with Alexander Rowe, who was the points leader coming into today's event, he is now out of the race. So that plays huge dividends regarding the point standing situation, as Aaron Hunter was also near the top of the points, as well as Ian McDaniel. Ian McDaniel was within the top 7, top 8 of the point standings, and Aaron Hunter was in the top 5. So 3 drivers are out of the race that are within the top 8 in points. And then Norris Andrews also got a piece of it. And the 47 of Henry Guo also got a piece of that incident, which got quite a few championship contenders involved in the accident. Michael Guthrie, the current leader. Josh Moore right behind him. Then it's Aris Yuko, Arwen Basic, and Logan Williams that rounds out your top 5. Here we go. Back underway for the green flag here in the Geico 500, lap number 10. Michael Guthrie is going to lead them down into turn number 1. And that 33 car with the pink accents, the pink rims. Leads them down the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4. 3 wide for second place. Logan Williams. That 58 car has had quite a solid last couple of weeks. Makes a move to the bottom side of the 33. He's going to try to make a move into the lead. Looks like he's going to. The 58 snags the lead, and he leads lap 10, now in lap 11. Both Audi cars for Tilden Motorsports, Vincent Crook and Nick Roten, they're sitting up front. They were quite a threat at Bermuda. Could they be a threat today? You never know. 3 wide, almost 4 wide they were for that second place position. Logan Williams staying out in front, but he's got the 00 of Vincent Crook right behind him. Coming around to lead lap number 12, lap number 11 of 47 at Talladega Superspeedway. Single file goes to top 5, top 6 now, as they spread out across the back straightaway. Vincent Crook trying to make a move down to the bottom, and he does. The 00 is going to go ahead and take the lead. Vincent Crook eliminated from championship contention, but still out in front. Why not? Why not take a win? Try to compete for the win. Unfortunately, you'd rather have a better showing in the earlier races, but a win, or at least some running up front, is great motivation for the races to come and potentially leading into next year's Arwen Basic and Michael Guthrie. They go 3 wide, and Guthrie is just going to go ahead and take the lead. Guthrie had the lead when they restarted on lap 33. Now he's back in the lead on lap 13. But here comes Nick Roten. Roten's going to take the lead back. And that 0 car is now in the lead. Looking very strong. Out front are both of those Audi cars. Harry Williams right behind him in the HKS livery. Azo Racing Team potentially looking to expand for season number 2. As the 87 gonna try to make a move. Nick Roten led that lap, but Harry Williams jumps into the lead going into turn number 2. Looking awfully good out front. Here comes Andrew Franzi. He's had success at the road course race, at the plate track races, He was leading at Bermuda. He won the pole at Daytona. Now he is finding his way out front here at Talladega. But here comes Eris Yuko back to the front once again. Norris Andrews. He was last week's winner. Norris Andrews now takes the lead. Andrews won in quite dominating fashion at Darlington. Norris Andrews currently leading lap 16 of 47, now on to lap 17 of 47. Back to Vincent Crook at the lead now. He takes it back over. Vincent Crook staying out front. Here comes Nick Roten on the bottom lane. They're going to try to go 1-2 for Tilden Motorsports out front. Audi supremacy here out front. The 0 getting in line with the double 0, but he shifts his lane, which allows the 18 and the 87 to try and get up to them. Vincent Crook still out in front. But Nick Roten tried to make it 1-2 Audis, and now he's getting shuffled back along the top lane. Here comes Harry Williams. He's behind them. Here comes the 3 and the 58. They're going to try to make a tandem right there. 2 Dodge cars, 3 Dodge cars now along the bottom lane. But Logan Williams just says, screw that. Screw the Dodge Alliance. I'm going to try to get to second. 4 wide with Josh Harrison all the way on the top side. He's getting shuffled back. Vincent Crook is able to keep this top spot. Lap 19 of 47 here at Talladega Superspeedway. Very close, tight-knit pack along the top. We've had some drivers fall back because they have lost a draft due to being wrecked. The 03 and the 30, those 2 drivers, Ricardo Garcia and Garrett Lamar, those 2 drivers are slow. And the 47 of Henry Guo also has lost the draft. The 30 car, speaking of Garrett Lamar, he is slow up front. He is slow right there. He's going to hold up the leaders. And Aris Yuko is going to power around both of them. And he's going to take the lead. Aris Yuko benefits from using Garrett Lamar as a pick, and he just shoots to the lead, and that sends the entire middle lane back and just clogs up everything. Garrett Lamar trying to fit in or do something, but it is not working. Sean McKean moving up to second place, contending for the championship lead, the championship win. Aris Yuko's still out in front, but here comes Sean McKean. He's going to have a huge run. And the 47, the 86 or the 85, can they get around Aris Yuko? There he goes, the 46 diving down to the bottom lane. Sean McKean going to take the lead. 46 could be your transitive points leader as long as he has a good day today. There's only a 3-point gap heading into today's race. So now McKean has the lead and currently would have the points lead if he wins. But still, lots of racing left to go. Lap 22 of 47. He's got the 54 right on his tail. Down the back straightaway, Josh Moore pulls out now. He's going to try to make a bottom lane. But it's still the 46 and 54 1-2. The 3 slides back in line to third place, knocks Harry Williams out of it, and now we're single file for the top. We were single file for the top 7 positions, and now Josh Moore coming to the inside of the 54. Lap 23 of 47. Sean McKean still out in front here at Talladega, and Aris Yuko is going to fall all the way back as we've got a single file train going on. Harry Williams now dives down, and now they're going to make it 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. McKean still has the lead, but for how long? The 3 stays tucked in right behind him. Harry Williams there sitting in third. Norris Andrews along the top lane. They're 3 wide there for around 5th or 6th place. Here comes Josh Moore. Josh Moore pulls out down the front straightaway through the tri-oval. And Moore is actually going to snag the lead for a tiny bit. Takes the lap lead. But for how long? Because here comes the 00 of Vincent Crook. Back into the lead goes the 00 of Vincent Crook, who's last in the lead at lap 19. 3 wide behind the 00 of Vincent Crook as they go down back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. You can tell already Sean McKean falls back. That's how quickly the leader falls back in these sort of scenarios. But right now, Vincent Crook staying out in front at Talladega, coming to lap 25 of 47. So what's interesting here, the 20 car of Norris Andrews was the only one of these drivers who pitted under the caution cycle, which means that he's got more fuel and fresher tires than some of the other drivers. We could be seeing some drivers coming down pit road in the next few laps. They're winding down on fuel. We'll definitely get some new tires. So would Norris Andrews stay out, or will he come in with everyone else? That is something that we will look for when pit stops happen. Christopher Marnell and Axel Rocha, those 2 drivers off the pace, out of the draft, they are heading down pit road as we speak. As now 1-2 Tilden Motorsports. Vincent Crook with Nick Roten tucked in right behind him. Roten didn't even try to make a move coming down the back straightaway. One, 2 goes the Tilden Motorsport Audis. Through the tri-oval. And it looks like nobody's pitting. Nobody from this front pack has pitted here. Now we're on lap 27. Josh Moore going to try to shift into the lead. They cycle Nick Roten out of 2nd place, and here comes that 3 car looking awfully strong. There's something about the 3 car and Talladega. There he goes. Pulls out down the back straightaway. And into turns 3 and 4. The 3 of Josh Moore is going to take the lead. But for how long? Will drivers be coming down pit road? It looks like they will. Multiple drivers coming down pit road. The 00 of Vincent Crook actually took the position away from Josh Moore, so it's Vincent Crook, Josh Moore, Sean McKean, the 23 of Colin Scarborough, Harry Williams, Michael Guthrie, Aris Yuko, Andrew Franzi, Arwen Basic, and Henry Guo all coming down pit road on lap 27, leaving Logan Williams giving the 58 the lead here at Talladega. And now he's going to come down pit road. Logan Williams is going to come down pit road, and that gives that lead to Norris Andrews. Logan Williams, Josh Harrison, and Nick Roten down pit road, and that gives the lead to Norris Andrews, the only driver. There's only 3 drivers who have not pitted. Norris Andrews, Ricardo Garcia, and Garrett Lamar. So 3 Cyrus Racing Team cars staying out. Those 3 drivers were the ones who came down pit road on lap 7 when the caution was out. So they've got approximately 7, 8 more laps that they will stay out. Lap 30 of 47, Norris Andrews out in front. He was a huge factor at Bermuda. Nearly won the race, lost in a photo finish to Nick Roten, the closest finish in NCS SimRacing history. And I tell you what, Nick Roten definitely lower in the point standings, but Norris Andrews won last week. Won the throwback race, the Southern 500 at Darlington. Could the 20 get another win? Back-to-back wins for Norris Andrews would for sure throw him in the point standings mix. He's not in the danger zone, but he was definitely losing positions the past few races. He was up in the top 5 in points before falling down. But now Norris Andrews out in front, lap 31 of 47, the Geico 500. Harry Williams is going to pull out underneath him. So this is the battle transitively for first place right here, with Josh Harrison, Harry Williams, Vincent Crook, Josh Moore, Logan Williams. Those drivers are technically battling for the lead, as Garrett Lamar once again being lapped. He is certainly having a little rough day, the aerodynamic disadvantage for him. So Ricardo Garcia, so I mentioned Josh Harrison, he was potentially he was fighting for the transitive lead. That's because the 03 of Ricardo Garcia is in second, but it's because he is not pitted. As there's Josh Harrison sitting in third. And you can see how close Josh Harrison is to Ricardo Garcia. Josh Harrison has pitted, Garcia has not. And there's Norris Andrews, lap 32, coming to lap 33 of 47. Only one singular caution currently during the race. And I believe the 20 car is scheduled to stay out for another 3 laps. They're 3 wide ahead of them there, battling for position. And Norris Andrews has caught up to them. It'll be so seeing the pit stop strategy, as the 0-0 and the 3, those drivers were up front, and so was Norris Andrews. Norris Andrews is right with them. So it takes about 1 full lap approximately for the leaders to catch up to the drivers, the drivers that have pitted. It takes about 1 full lap. So Norris Andrews needs a flawless pit stop. Looks like he's not coming down this time by. And there goes Ricardo Garcia. Garcia is coming down to pit road, as well as Garrett Lamar. Garrett Lamar and Ricardo Garcia coming down pit road here. We're currently on lap 35. They are on lap 34. So now the only person that hasn't pitted is the man out front, Norris Andrews. And all of those drivers behind him battling for second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, etc. But they are 1 lap down, as Norris Andrews is the only one that still needs to pit. Harry Williams battling with Josh Harrison for that 2nd place position. Harry Williams able to keep it. So we're on lap 36 of 47. The pit road queue for Norris Andrews. They're signaling to him, come down this time by. The 20 car will be making his scheduled stop, the last scheduled stop that we know of for the race. Three wide there. Norris Andrews is going to have a tough time, but it looks like, Ricardo Garcia helped him out there. Kind of pushes him backwards, and there goes the 20 down pit road. Careful not to slide it, and he doesn't. So the 20 just needs a flawless pit stop so he can get back out there and hopefully keep the lead. And the second to last pit stall there for the 20 car. Two tire stop for Norris Andrews, off and away he goes. Down pit road. And he comes out and away. So that was Christopher Marnell and Henry Guo. Those are the drivers that have lost the draft, but they're still now on the lead lap. Norris Andrews is able to keep the lead. How close is that front pack? There he comes, coming off the corner, and there they are. Very, very close. They're just now coming out of turn number 2. In turns 3 and 4 comes Norris Andrews. Now those drivers, they have the draft. Norris Andrews obviously does not. How quickly will they catch up to them, and will he get past? Will they sweep around him? As we're now 10 laps to go for the Geico 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. Looks like Norris Andrews is going to stay on the bottom lane. They're going to try to sweep up to the top, but the 20 sweeps up to the top. Tries to block the potential move, and now Josh Harrison takes the lead. Harrison out in front, and it looks like we've got it all sorted out for now. The top group here: Josh Harrison, Harry Williams, Josh Moore, Arwen Basic, Norris Andrews, Logan Williams, and Vincent Crook. That's the top pack right here. These are all the drivers fighting for this win right here. They're single file as they come onto the back straightaway. Will they spread out? They will. Vincent Crook spreads out. Josh Moore spreads out. He's going to go underneath his teammate, Josh Harrison, with 9 laps to go here. Moore takes the lead. Coming into the tri-oval, here comes Crook. Crook is going to go down to the bottom. Try and take the lead. He will. Just barely has it by a nose here with 8 laps to go now at Talladega. Shaping up to be what should be a great finish. R1 Basic now on the bottom lane, being pushed by Harry Williams. Harry Williams now dives to the bottom side. He's going to try to make a move. Harry Williams being pushed by Logan Williams, the 2 Williams guys. Pushing the 87 into the lead. But here comes Logan Williams. Harry's got the lead for now, but Logan Williams is right underneath him. Leaving some room. Josh Moore was looking to try and make it 3 wide, or 4 wide. Wasn't able to do so. That gives Logan Williams the lead for now. Moore able to slide underneath him down the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. Logan Williams still out in front. What's usually happened in these plate races, we always have a small selection of drivers that are fighting for this win. And today it is no different, especially with the small field. 22 car fields. Here comes Josh Moore down to the bottom. Takes the lead with 6 laps to go. With these small fields, we definitely have a smaller amount of people competing for this win. But with the small packs, it definitely allows us to get racing like this. Here comes Harry Williams. Slides in front of Josh Harrison and takes the lead. The lead goes back to the 87, but here comes Harrison being pushed by his teammate Arwen Basic. Maybe no. 4 wide, they go on through the tri-oval. Harrison takes the lead, but his GSL counterpart Arwen Basic is going to try and take it away from him. 5 laps to go here at Talladega. I thought the 45 was about to push him, but it looks like he doesn't. Here comes Logan Williams. Logan Williams all the way down to the yellow line. Trying to get some momentum, being pushed by the 0-0 of Vincent Crook. He's able to get the run. Gets the run into the corner. Arwen Basic slides up high, and that's going to give Logan Williams the lead. Logan Williams out front. Now here comes Vincent Crook. Vincent Crook underneath. And here's Garrett Lamar slow ahead as Crook has the lead, but Lamar is going to hold up the bottom lane. And Arwen Basic is going to slide around all of them on the top lane. Arwen Basic now in front at Talladega. Most of these drivers up front, I'd say all of them except for Norris Andrews and Logan Williams, all these drivers are close to being eliminated. They're all in the danger zone bubble. A win by any of these drivers would mean huge things. Now 3 laps to go. Logan Williams being pushed by Vincent Crook. That's the one driver, Vincent Crook, he is eliminated from championship contention, but everyone else still has a chance, at least a small chance, at the title. Arwen Basic blocking all lanes. Into turns 3 and 4 he goes. The pack is caught back up to him now. Josh Harrison has lost this main draft. Here we go. 2 laps to go at Talladega. Arwen Basic out in front. Logan Williams in second. Vincent Crook makes his move into 3rd place. From 3rd place into 2nd. Being pushed by Josh Moore. Harry Williams also in this group. Norris Andrews, who won last week. Vincent Crook makes a bold move to slide down to the bottom, and he's going to try to take the lead, and he does. 00 moves into the lead. But here comes Josh Moore. Moore is able to slide down in front of Harry Williams, get the run through the tri-oval. The 3 car back out in front. 1 lap to go at Talladega for the Geico 500. Here comes Harry Williams. Christopher Marnell and Henry Guo are slow ahead, but it looks like that's not going to matter. They're still able to keep speed. Here comes Harry Williams blocking Norris Andrews. Norris Andrews doesn't have the help behind him. He gets a little run into turns 3 and 4, but Harry Williams does the same. A car length lead for the 87 as he comes out of turn number 4. Entering the tri-oval. Norris Andrews goes high, Arwen Basic goes low, Harry Williams blocks the high lane, and he's going to do it. Harry Williams is going to win his 2nd race of the season at Talladega Superspeedway. What a finish here at Talladega. Man, Harry Williams, the second two-time winner here in the NCS SimRacing Challenge, Geico 500 winner. Race number 14 of 16, that 87 car. Certainly a fan favorite to win here today. We had a wreck early in the race that took out some contenders, but then we had close racing throughout. Let's look at these results here. Harry Williams wins it as Eris Yuko actually blew an engine on the final lap and had to retire. Arwen Basic finished second, Norris Andrews third, Logan Williams fourth, Josh Moore fifth, Josh Harrison sixth, Vincent Crook seventh, Sean McKean eighth, Andrew Franzi ninth, Michael Guthrie 10th. The drivers that wrecked out: Alexander Rowe, Ian McDaniel, Aaron Hunter, and the Cooler Sam. Lamar Garcia had damage, and Yuko had a blown engine. With Rowe finishing so low down the order, it's going to be a new points leader now atop the standings. Familiar name, familiar face, Sean McKean has taken the points lead once again. Alexander Rowe only 8 points behind him. Henry Guo is currently third in point standings. Norris Andrews fourth, Eris Yuko in fifth. And Michael Guthrie, Ricardo Garcia, Garrett Lamar, Harry Williams, Axel Rocha, Josh Harrison, Nick Rote, and Vincent Crook, they're all eliminated from title contention. We have a new danger zone bubble from 6th to 14th. Lots of people going to be in this danger zone bubble could jump their way into the top 5 in points. That'll do it for today's race here at Talladega Superspeedway. Next week, it's going to be Gateway for the Worldwide Technologies 400. We'll see you all then for the second to last race of the NCS SimRacing Challenge.